Hey, welcome. I'm your host, Fletch. Hope you're doing well. I am doing great. Hey, today I want to talk about exercising and eating right, which I've been preaching all along. But I start to wonder, I'm 65. My dad, Tid, is 93. And I have a number of aunts who are still on this side of the dirt. They're doing great. This is awesome. I believe they are all up over 80 now. And, I start thinking, why am I exercising so much? Seems my aunts, my father, they're doing good. Met up with them a few months ago. It seems everybody's doing well. But I don't think my aunts, and I know my father, has not been on an exercise program. Or where he's gone out and worked out. Yeah, he liked to bike ride, but I don't think he had a membership at a gym. So, just wanted to show you exercise equipment I got at home. Got a bench, I got a stationary, I got a treadmill. So, I usually have them, well, I do like them here because if I'm going to watch TV, I may force myself to get on one of these and at least walk or pedal. So I try to do a mile a day. On the stationary, I usually like to go 5 miles. That's about a half hour, so good workout. So, another thing, I call them bungee cords. My fitness coach gave them to me. Says work on your arms and those shoulders. So I've been doing that, and good resistant exercise is good for you. So I highly recommend it. All right, let's sit down before I fall down. So I'm 65. My father's 93. And on my mom's side, I currently have 4 aunts that are still doing great. I believe they're all up over 80 now. I had 2 other aunts. Well, I take that back. I have one other aunt who passed away a number of years ago. She was a heavier smoker, so I'm thinking that had something to do with her untimely passing. And then my mom passed away in 1971. That was cancer related. So yeah, on my mom's side, I have 4 aunts that are still doing great. On my dad's side, I currently have 3 aunts that are still alive there. Now, I know the youngest is around 80. I just recently had an aunt pass away. She was 98. So I do have a couple more aunts that are still doing good. We have the life celebration for my aunt, so I will meet up with them this upcoming Friday. Looking forward to that. And I did have 2 uncles, and they passed away 10 years ago now. And I think one was about 15. That would have been my dad's brothers. So I do also, on my mom's side, have an uncle who's not blood related, but he's still with us, doing great. And then my dad's side, his sister-in-law is still alive. She actually kind of lives near me, and she's doing, I'm sure, I haven't seen her for a while, but I know she's struggling a little bit. She could be up high 80s if I don't know exact, but still alive. Where I'm going with this is they're all from the same region, northern Minnesota, or we call it the Iron Range. And I tell people that I still have aunts that are alive. My father is still alive, doing good. And I start thinking about it. I'm going, I always say, hey, must be the water. I don't know what else it would be. It's great. They're still going, and you start looking at it, what they grew up on and the food, which is a whole different diet compared to what we go through today. There was not the processed meals. There wasn't the fast food joints. I'm pretty sure my aunt's moderation. They watch their diet. Do they exercise? I don't. Yeah, I don't believe they. I'm sure walking, yes, but I don't believe they'd have a membership at a fitness center. So I started thinking, I'm like, why am I doing all this exercising? It would free up so much time. Well, when I was raised, yes, the diet was probably a little different than what my aunt and uncles had, my father. But then there's also the fast food. And yes, I've eaten my share of processed meals at lunch at work. Since, retired, I don't go down that road much anymore. Eat more or less salads. And of course, I go to a fitness center and see a fitness coach once a week. Well worth it. Yeah, looking back too on my aunts and uncles, I don't believe there was any that were big drinkers. Probably when they're younger, they had a couple of cocktails, but I don't believe none of them really had any issues with that or attributed to their passing. Of course, back most of the guys smoked, so this would have been the 50s, the 60s. I know my pops smoked some cigarettes, but he was into cigars and pipes. Yeah, pipes are a big thing too. So, and now males, we don't live as long as the females do, and it's really cool to see my aunts doing well, still alive. Again, losing an aunt at 98, that's a good life. And I look forward to seeing the other two aunts. I guess I should also add, on my dad's side, his sister passed away, and she was a heavy smoker. So I'm sure that was a big contributor to her passing too. So seeing all the aunts that I still that are still alive, and I might go into my 90s. Who knows? So, you question yourself. It's like, why am I exercising so much? I'd have so much free time. I could do other things. Not the trouble. I need to do it. I won't be as flexible at a later stage of my life. So what I'm doing now, I can feel the benefits, and I highly recommend it to anybody. And, again, the diet, watching what you eat in moderation. I don't go to fast food joints very often. Of course, occasionally, quarter pounder cheese pulls me in and get the old French fries from McDonald's. But yeah, I do definitely watch my intake. So would I like to sit around and not exercise? You betcha. But my aunts and uncles, they grew up when things are tough, and they definitely probably walked more than I'll ever walk as they were growing up, and you know, again, the diets were different back then too. So I will keep working out. I will do it because I need to stay flexible. Again, I like to watch later on watch TV with a big old bowl of butter popcorn. Oh heck yeah, I would. I would, yes, I would enjoy that. But I can't, you know, going into this saying, hey, you know, my aunts and uncles are still, you know, my aunts are still going, and my dad's still going. Why can't I just not, you know, not exercise and enjoy a little the life that, or the things that we shouldn't be indulging into, like alcohol and smoking. Last week I met up with my coworker and we still have this running joke. If we both get the bad news from the doctor saying we both have cancer and we got 6 months to live, whoo boy, party down. He's in charge of getting the smokes and I'm in charge of getting the booze. So all I requested him is good old filterless Lucky Strikes. Yep, those would be the good old days, those 6 months. So, but we're far from that. We're not close to that. Hopefully, I will never have that chance to live it up, knowing that I got 6 months left. So, again, happy my aunts. I get to see them, hearing that they're doing well. Just different times now. We'll see with our children and their children and what happens. You know, I've talked on one vlog where the obesity rate is at 40% here in the U.S. That's crazy. I am 168 pounds, 5'9", and I am this close to being overweight. Doesn't seem right, but that's what it is. I've been working out. I think, yeah, I probably dropped a few pounds, but then you gain it right back when you gain a little bit of muscle. So I don't see it ever going down, but we'll give it a try. You know, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So again, just to wrap this up, cool Avance still with us, and my pop's 93, still doing good, and I look forward to hanging out with him, going up to my aunt's life celebration. We have a 4-hour trip up and back, so we'll get to do some bonding, and hopefully it goes all well. And yeah, so if you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. Otherwise, hit the like button if you like this one, and leave a comment. Yeah, what's the secret of living longer? I know it's exercising and eating well and sleeping well. Some people just lucky. Some smoke all their lives and not have any issues. So again, life is complicated. Keep it simple. Until the next time, take care.